Hey there, Boots Owen here. I'm out in the shed with an Aurora that I'm testing at the moment and the ABB inverter that I've been using for 2 years now, pretty much non-stop. This one runs 9 panels, so it takes about 2 kilowatts, maybe 2.5. And this one takes about 1.5 when it's in the sun. It's completely overcast. But this system's running 19 watts. And right now, this one is running 0 watts. Andy suggested that perhaps when an Aurora or an ABB is in this kind of twilight zone, if you want to call it that it's potentially drawing power from the grid. And there's one way to test that. I've got a meter here, and if it's drawing power from the grid, the arrow should go that way. So let's plug it out and we'll get a fault. We're not meant to just plug it out like that, but you get a grid fault there. So it should wake up again. All being well. Power light's coming on. It's got 3 minutes to go, so I'll come back in a second. But we should see this, if it's generating, which it wasn't, it should run that way, this wheel in here. And if it's drawing from the grid, it should run that way. So we should get an idea of it. We'll come back when it's woken up. It's got about 15 seconds to go now. Once that point comes, the green light should stop flashing and turn solid green, and there are 2 seconds and we should hear some relays clicking, but it might not wake up because it's got 0 on it. It's stuck on 1 second. It could be a while here. Oh, there's a relay coming on. Okay, it was a long second. So it's got 0 watts there. And I can't see the wheel moving. Maybe I can. You know what? I think Andy might be right. So I'm going to leave this for an hour. I'll set my timer for an hour. We'll see how much it draws. We're on 5.5 tenths. So when we come back in an hour, we'll see what it's gone up to. We'll see how much power this inverter's drawing from the grid. So an hour has passed and it's pretty much, well, I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure given the weather, it's been on 0 the whole time. It's gotten worse weather, so this one's also on 0 now. I think that has moved ever so slightly. If you watch that black portion there of the wheel, you can see it turning. I wonder, is it turning faster than it was before? Oftentimes it says on here, yeah, there 200 revolutions equals 1 kilowatt hour. So if those fellows there are split into tenths, 20 revolutions is equal to 1/10 of a kilowatt hour. So I'd say it's moved maybe 1 or 2 tenths of a kilowatt hour in an hour. Does that make sense? Something like that? So every 10 hours, this is going to use 1 kilowatt hour when it's in this mode. And most of the day for the last few weeks, this machine on the right has been on 0. The one on the left comes and goes, but even now towards the end of the day, every 10 days you're going to waste a kilowatt hour. I could put it on a time clock, or I could combine the 2 wires into it, and that's what I think I'm going to do. This is enough of an experiment for me. I don't really need to do much more. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is take a meter reading from both of them for the spreadsheet and move the wires across. I think that's the best option. I think I've proved my point. Andy says, you know, don't just guess at it. Do an experiment to see what's going on. And if this one's on 0 watts, and that meter's spinning that way, it's drawing power from the grid. I didn't think solar inverters could draw power from the grid, but there you go. Tell me your stories in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. See you later.